Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. So it's Lilian, thank you for stopping by. So today I'll be sharing with you a brief story, like to assure you that there is still God and God exists. Beings, I know we tend to be in a hurry, like time is going, my mates are getting married, I'm not getting married. I want to just remind you that remember that God's time is so different from my timing. It's imperfect in his time. Stop looking at others own chapter of book. Your own is so different and it's beautiful. I don't understand this mic. I'm using something to hold it here. Just pray you are hearing me, but I know you hear me. So I want to assure you that God's time is so different from our own time that we should not be in the haste. Okay, let me dive into the story. Okay, why I want to bring and it doesn't matter the time and the age. He makes everything perfect and beautiful in his own time. Now, this is a true life story. I'm going to be calling names for you to know this is a true life story. Yeah, that this prophetess, a woman, that this prophetess Oluchi, yeah, evangelist Oluchi, I think. Yeah, he has a ministry, so he prayed for a certain woman. The woman is, when the prayer was made, the woman was 64 years. She prayed for the woman put to bed, two bouncing baby boys. Even though there was complication along the way, because now 64 years is so impossible. We told you everything is possible with God. So she finally put to bed. So after everything, during Thanksgiving, she came with a brand new car, like to appreciate God for Thanksgiving. She personally gave it to that sister Oluchi, to appreciate her for what it's actually a miracle. God walked through that sister Oluchi, so actually a miracle. Fine. When she bought the car, there's a people. She came with people. There was celebration and every other thing because it calls for celebration, right? So, as a woman of God, after everything, they went home. During her sleep, God ministered to her. God told her, that car is not your car. God was so specific. God mentioned from his revelation the name and everything, and the person's address, like the person's place, was mentioned. Like everything was so clear. It's not as if like there is no name on everything. Everything was so clear. The name of the person they're going to give the car to and everything. God, she was like, as a human being, me, if that kind of message come, me, I'll feel somehow. But things of the spirit are so different. When you walk with the spirit, when you walk in the spirit, you know that things of the spirit are so different. Like they are so different. So she obeyed. So she called back all those people that came for the celebration, told them, see what is happening, see everything. So we have to go and look for this social person. The name was given to me so that we can go and give her the car as God instructed. So on that fateful day, they set out to go and look for the man. Yeah, the address was somewhere in Umahia. So when they got to Umahia, so they with the address, they were now asking questions. So when it got to a certain village, when they got to that place, they saw one elderly man. The man is retired, he's retired, he's an elderly man. So they saw the man and asked the man, we are looking for so person. Do you know the person? The man was like, no, I don't know the person. If you should go down. Okay, when they asked, the man was like, okay, the person is not, if you can just go down and ask questions, like you don't know the person. But so after some minutes of them going and looking for the person, as the psychologist, God told that psychologist, something within her told her, no, that's the man you just met. They have to go back. I was like, yeah, the man you're looking for. The man was like, see, I'm scared because of Nigeria and insecurities. And imagine that kind of elderly person, that kind of place, seeing those kind of people, and she didn't go alone with the brand new car. She will be scared. The man will be scared. If you are the one, will be scared. So that's why, and because of everything that's happening in Nigeria, everybody just trying to be careful. So the man was like, so the man was like, okay, I'm the one. So when you say that, okay, fine, I'm the one. Okay, you say that God, okay, yes, I'm the one. The man just reluctantly accepted, but actually, he's the one. He's just being careful. I think he's scared too because he's a elderly person. So that sister Oluchi said, see what the Lord says, see the car we brought for you, everything, God. The man broke down, started crying. See what happened. So the man now like, so she sit down, started narrating his own. This is true life story. Now say with song. I'm calling them to tell there's a true life story. So the man was like, okay, let me tell you my story. See this this graveyard here is the wife. They just met the wife 2 days ago, and that's the only she came to visit after the burial 2 days. So the man was like, okay, the man was not telling story. See what is happening. That the only valuable thing he had, that was a bicycle. Fine, the man is a retired pastor. Only thing he had, a bicycle, that he used it to sow a seed. That this particular woman, fine, remember that, okay, now that is only she prayed for a particular woman, right? I told you, and the name of that woman is Christine. So this elderly man was like, that when God start working, God works in mysterious ways. This connection, it will connect somehow. So it won't make sense at the long run, but what is that happening? You connect the dots and cross the T's, everything will start making sense. So when the man came, the man was like, okay, I have this particular woman that worship in my church. Then I couldn't help her out because she was looking for the fruit of the womb. So what I did was I sowed a seed with my bicycle, the only valuable thing I have. I sowed the seed with it. I said, God, let this woman, let her be alive to carry her children. When he did that, though he didn't tell the late wife that see what I did. But when he came back, he told the wife, see what happened, see what I did. The woman was so angry. Imagine selling the only valuable thing you have. The woman was so angry, and the woman was like, okay, because of this thing you did, you're not going to eat food for 2 weeks. The woman was so angry, was so frustrated, was so furious. So because of that thing, the man prayed and cried out. I think at the long run, that was actually what happened. I think that was punishment of everything. The woman died after starving the husband for 2 weeks for giving her the valuable car or whatever, to go and sow a seed. At that place, I think he made a mistake somehow, or he didn't make a mistake, because sometimes, assuming he maybe told the wife that he wants to go and say, the wife might discourage him, thereby obstructing God's plan somehow. But I don't know. I think anything you want to do, I think you should discuss with your wife. It depends on the relationship anyway. Fine. So that was the story I was telling in Cytology. So have you seen the connection? That same Christy was the person he sowed the seed for God to answer her so that she can put to bed. It was not that Cytology that God ministered to bring the car to the man that seed was. So that's how God works. When God start working, people wonder what is happening. Is it a dream? Is it reality? So fine. Imagine, so the man would not tell the story. It was so painful, and so like the man would have lost everything. So meanwhile, during that period, during that discussion and everything, so a house was built for the man. You get a house was built for the man. So before then, God already ministered to the husband, telling the husband that your wife, when good things will start happening, that your wife will not be alive to witness it. Imagine that. So they don't have a house. It's only she built the house for them, for the man. The man was still narrating their stories. So the thing happened that before, they were not in village before. It was that retirement that brought them back to village, right? So when they are leaving, he had 3 kids. So first of all, he left he had 2 kids before they left for town. So in the town that they had the 3rd one, so he had 3 kids, 3 boys. So when they were leaving, the brother of the pastor, the elderly man that telling the stories, told him, you are leaving, right, with your kids. Don't worry, you come back empty-handed. Like, as if they were, this kind of family issues, everybody will just be cussing up and they don't know what they do, blah, 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 all those stuff. The man left. They left for town, right? So to go and look for greener pasture, because it was all the time that brought them back to village. So when something happened, the 2 boys got missing just like that. This thing happened many years ago. Imagine that the two boys had kids now. Like the man is now a grandfather, but he doesn't know because he was so, I don't know, they used to call it, I don't want to be Aaron, as in he was so empty-handed, no wife, no kids. He had kids already, but all of them gone missing just like that because of one family issues they're having, cause up and down, all those things. though he was praying, people now be like, "Shay, you're a pastor. What is God? Why God not answering him?" So he came back empty-handed. He don't have keys. He lost his wife on the long run. So after everything, that's the only thing now. Grace, I told you, all these pastors, like, I know that grace differs. There's many, grace differs in short. That's what I want to say, grace differs. So when Pastor Oluchi came, they prayed together and they prayed. He told the man, "Don't worry, your children will come back." So now, okay, so now, during the course of prayer, that's the Oluchi appeared to those boys in the dream and give them address of their home, Fine. Do you know that when those boys were coming back, they're looking for, because the address they gave the three boys was just the same. So when the boys were coming back home, do you know they met at the same junction? As in, when God starts working, when he starts planning things, you'll be like it's a dream, it's a movie. No, this is not a movie. It's actually is reality. So they met. They have kids. That's why they came back home. I know that there are things might start right, but I'm trying to give you the highlights of everything. They came back home. Okay, fine. Do you know that the brother of that elderly pastor, of this elderly man now, that he's the one that like calls or did one part and said you come back empty-handed. Fine. Doing everything, Sister That's she said, minister to that man, told him, when this man will be enjoying, when this man will be jubilating, because the man had gone through pains and everything. When this man will be enjoying, jubilating, you will hear it, but you will not see it. It's just like when the prodigal son came, all those jubilation and everything. So when all the jubilation was going on in this elderly man's house, he was on the brother was on the way coming to come and see what is happening. He was just hearing jubilation, music. He wanted to come and see what is happening. On his way to that house, he got blind. So imagine, I believe that when you worship God in the truth and the spirit, you might not really see it. It might not be rosy on the way, but I assure you that when the miracles start happening, you will know that God exists. So imagine this man, the artist. Imagine a retired man. I think he should be his 80s. He's an old man. His kids later came back with children. He has a house, a car at old age. So what I'm trying to do, I don't want our own to be that old, but if it's God's plan, no problem. As long as we will enjoy it and be happy and see it happening to us and our kids. So that's the story. I hope you learned one or two things from this story, and I still want to assure you, keep praying. Sometimes some Christians, maybe our neighbors, our friends, our family that are Christians, will be acting somehow. You will be questioning. You might not really believe in God again because of the way. No, let someone not push you away from worshiping God. Let someone's behavior not make you to believe that see God, there is God up there. He works in a mysterious way. His ways are not our. Let's not be too hard on ourselves. Let's walk and remember that God's timing is so special and many things beautiful in His time. I hope you please don't skip the ads, and I hope you really like me. I'm not really good in telling stories, but I just hope you learned one or two things here. My point here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for my new subscribers and my returning subscribers. And see you in my next one. Bye.